Hey, what's going on, guys? Danny here with you. In this video, I'm going to go over the latest analysis for Shiba Inu. And as always, this video is for educational purpose only. I'm not a financial advisor. All right, so today we have had some sideways consolidation right here. This morning, we actually did create another rising wedge pattern. And we did break bearish out of here and did come all the way back down to the bottom of where our target would be, the very bottom of our wedge pattern. And again, we did get a nice run up here. And actually, during the run up, we actually looks like we did create another rising wedge pattern. And we're currently breaking bearish out of here. Again, if we are to reach the bottom, reach the target again, it would be at the bottom of our wedge pattern. Again, that is right around the 35.69 area. We'll have to see if that does play out because we do have a number of patterns going on right here. But currently, we are actually creating, it looks like another rising wedge pattern right here. We'll have to see if we, excuse me, we'll have to see if we do break bearish out of here and come back down. Our target would be down here at the bottom of our wedge. We almost did reach our 0.618 right here over on our Fibonacci. That is right around the 36.42. We may or may not come back down because we did hit the 0.5 already and did come very close to the 0.618. But if we do break bearish out of here, I think we will come back down and reach our 0.618 after that. We'll see what happens. And again, if we do come back down here, we still do have the possibility of coming back down here to reach this rising wedge pattern if that does fully play out as well. Again, that target is anywhere from the 35.75 area down to the 35.66 area. But right now we are continuing to bounce in within this wedge pattern right here, so we'll have to see how that does play out. And also longer term, we still have these two patterns that we talked about yesterday. Again, if this over here on our left side, if this right here is a true rising wedge pattern, this is still a possibility of us reaching this target as well. So right now we are still dropping. We could come back all the way down here and reach this target as well. That is around the, I'd say that is right around the 32.69 area, 32.71 area. So if it does fully play out, we could come all the way back down here as well. But again, also we do have this bullish pattern right here that did break out yesterday. So after this rising wedge pattern, we did come back, did break a little bit bearish out of here, but we did form this falling wedge pattern, which is also a bullish pattern. And currently we are breaking to the upside a little bit. We are consolidating again a little bit sideways right here. But again, if this target plays out, we can grab a target for this as well. And that would be from the top of our wedge pattern down to the bottom trend line right here. And of course, again, yesterday we did pull this out to our breakout area. And if this were to play out, we could be looking for a target. Pull this down a little bit. We could be looking for a target at the top of our pattern up here. So the top of our falling wedge, we'd be looking for a target up here. That is right around the 38.81 area right here, if that does happen to play out. But again, we do have quite a few patterns playing out right here, so we'll have to see how these do play out. And longer term, it looks like we actually could be forming some type of pennant pattern. So as you see right here, I have this marked out in blue. And we do have about 3 or 4 touch patterns up here on the top trend line. We got one right here, 2, 3. So we have 3 touch points at this time. We'll have to see if we do get any more. Down here, we only have 2 touch points. So right now, this is not a confirmed trend line, but I did just draw a trend line up here in case we do happen to come back down and possibly get another touch point down here. But we could be forming a pennant pattern. Right now, that's just pure speculations. But again, this looks like we are forming a tightening pennant pattern right here. So longer term, we'll have to see how that does play out. Okay, let's get back over to our 5-minute chart and see how we are looking. Actually, let me zoom over to the 1 minute. All right, so currently on the 1 minute, we are still within this little bit of a wedge pattern, rising wedge. We'll have to see if we do break bearish out of here or if we can actually get above this trend line and come up here and see if we can retest some of these Fibonacci areas. And again, just short term, again, if we do come back down here, I would be looking for the 0.618 area, which is around the 63.43 area. And then possibly the bottom of this rising wedge, which is again is around right around the 35.66 area. Let's head over to our 15-minute chart and check our RSIs and see how we are looking. All right, so currently on our 15-minute chart, our RSI is right around the 53 area. The stochastic is coming up. We are approaching the overbought territory. We still have a little bit more ways to go before we are overbought, but we are getting a little higher right now. And looks like once we could get up here and retest this trend line, if we don't break through here, we'll probably come back down. And actually, it looks like we might be trying to break through right now. So we'll have to see how this does play out. But again, looks like we could come back up here and get a retest and probably come back down and retrace. And then over here on our hourly chart, all right, our RSI is right around the 53 area at the moment. All right, and our stochastic is starting to face back upward a little bit right now. Let me fix my chart a little bit right here. All right, so our RSI is right here on the bottom. We are starting to point a little bit upward, so we could be seeing possibly another little quick run to the upside. We could potentially come up here to this black trend line and maybe retest that, and if we get rejected, probably come back down. And over here on our 4-hourly chart, our RSI is right around the 48 area. Stochastic did come back up for a little bit of a bounce. We are heading back down or pointing back downward for a second. We'll have to see how that does play out. But again, we are facing a little bit downward right now, so we could be coming in for a correction right here. All right, and on our daily chart, the RSI is sitting, we are right around the 42 area. We are still right along this trend line right there. The daily stochastic has come all the way back down. We are starting to face a little bit upward. So we next couple days we could continue to consolidate a little sideways right here, and eventually I do think we will be starting to trend back up here. So maybe another 2-3 days we might start seeing a maybe next bull run coming out of here, and that could be right over here where we potentially break out of our blue pennant pattern that we could be possibly forming right there. All right, and let's head back over to our 5-minute chart. All right, so currently on our 5-minute chart, we are still within our rising wedge pattern. Looks like we almost tried to break out of here. We'll have to see if we do get rejected. At this moment, it looks like we are getting a little bit rejected and probably come back down, potentially hit the bottom of our wedge pattern right there. And again, if we do hit that again, just to reiterate again, we'll probably come back down here and potentially hit the bottom of this rising wedge pattern right here. And that would put us right around the 35.67 area. But again, we'll have to see how this does play out. We could eventually break bullish out of here and come up here and retest this trend line. Again, we'll have to see how that does play out. But I'll try to keep you guys updated. I'll probably do another video tomorrow evening. And if I see any changes overnight, if I have time, I'll try to go over on Twitter and make some tweets. And if you can, follow me over there at Only Crypto Cycle. And again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys and everyone that's been subscribing and everyone that's been around since day one. You guys mean a lot to me, and I appreciate all the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video, and have a good evening and take care. Thanks.